Hola amigos de Película, yo soy Riva. Estamos con Will Gluck, director de la segunda entrega de Peter Rabbit to The Runaway. Hi Will, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm so happy to have this opportunity to chat with you a little bit about this exciting second part of Peter Rabbit.
¿Dónde está Peter?
Peter.
Peter Rabbit, empiezo a preocuparme. Un mordisco cada quien y la pasa.
What was your approach on nailing good comedy on a film like this that is intended to be for children, but that makes everybody in the audience have a good laugh?
We worked really hard to make sure we weren't making a movie just for kids. So if we ever had a part where someone said, oh, the kids would love that, we would make sure we would cut it and not do it. We really wanted to make a movie for adults that kids would also love. I think that adults don't have as much confidence as kids as they should. Kids understand a lot more than the adults think. And I think kids like complex ideas more than adults think they do. So we really want to make a movie that everyone can enjoy, excuse me, at the same time.
That was amazing, and you did it. You nailed it. And I understand that you grew up, of course, loving the Peter Rabbit books and this beautiful character, and that it became a dream come true for you to bring to life this amazing character on the first movie. But then, what were your main concerns now regarding this second part as Peter goes to the big city?
We didn't want to make it that it was an episodic movie. We wanted to really feel that the character evolved. So in our heads, the character is about 2 or 3 years older. So in the first movie, he went through something that a 12 or 13-year-old would go through, and now he's going through something like a 15 or 16-year-old, and that's a completely different mindset. And when you get into the world of 15 or 16-year-old problems, those problems can also be adult problems, and it's all about figuring out who you are in the world. And I think now, even more than ever, we're all trying to figure out who we are in the world.
Mañana voy a correr allá para hacer cardio. Pero puedes usar tus patas delanteras. Sí.
One thing I wanted to know was on what stage of your life you might have felt like Peter did in this second movie, like wanting to go on the run.
I think almost a little bit every day you want to do that, certain things. So depending on how your day goes, there's always that moment when you just want to just get out of there and not deal with anything. So I think that's a very universal feeling, especially now. Boy, do we want to go on the run, don't we?
Definitely. And something I loved about your movies is the music. I love the music from both the first one and this second Peter Rabbit movie. How do you create this musical mood for this kind of movies especially?
We approach this movie as we do all our movies. So our music supervisor is named Wendy Crowley. Before we even start making the movie, we start talking about how music's going to be a part of it, where it's going to be a part of it, who we can get to do songs for us. So we look at movies the same way we look at casting a movie. Before we start shooting, we have to know what the feeling of it is. And also we love music in their movies, so it's a joy.
Ay, no. ¿Saben lo que pasa después de comer mucha azúcar? Eso. ¿Tienen amigos en casa?
¿Son de confianza?
Hay un par que no dejaría solos en mi casa.
The spotlight on this second movie especially is more on Peter. Like on the first movie, you get to introduce us to his universe and his friends. But now, I wanted to know, what can fans expect from this second round?
You can expect a much bigger scope of a movie. He goes to the city and he meets new characters. He meets some really bad characters. The first movie, all the animals were pretty good, and this movie, he realized when you get older, you're going to meet more and more people that aren't the best. And Peter Rabbit gets taken. He gets taken for a ride, and he gets taken advantage of. And there's some real danger in it for him and his friends and his family. And it's all about how we can get out of that danger.